Here we go with another video. This one is a Voth ship. This is the Voth Bastille Temporal Science Vessel. Take a quick look around. It's pretty cool. It's got these big old engines on the back, and then when you fly it, they leave a nice trail. Very cool looking. I like it. Now, this is a science ship, so it's got a 3-3 layout. For my 4 weapons, I've got the Advanced Temporal Defense Chronoton Torpedo Launcher, and for my rear, I've got the Chronum version of a Chronoton Torpedo Launcher. Now, the ones that normally come with this ship are actually called Voth Chronoton Torpedo Launchers, which also are like they're Voth, Chronoton, and Transphasic hybrid. So they do a lot of bleed-through damage to the hull, but they don't do a lot of through the shields, I mean. But they don't do a lot of damage overall, so they weren't really worth keeping on there. So I added the Advanced Temporal Defense Chronoton Beam Array. I added a antiproton matter conversion beam. I have a Voth antiproton beam array, which I'm going to switch on there. So I got Voth one in the front and the back. And then I have a omnidirectional Voth antiproton beam array. For my devices, I have the usual Bridge Officer Reducing Temporal Negotiator, Bridge Officer Recharge Reducing, the Red Matter Capacitor, which repairs all damaged systems and increases all power levels. I have the Subspace Field Modulator, which increases damage resistance and defense rating. 2 Isomagnetic Plasma Distribution Manifolds increase my weapon power and my stacking weapon power, so that my weapons have a little bit more punch. I've got a Pax Triburnium, which increases my damage resistance to certain types of damage. I have 4 Pax Nanite Reinforced Distribution Pax Nanite Reinforced Circuitry, which increases my hull regeneration and hull capacity, and then 3 Pax Directed Energy Distribution Manifolds, which increase weapon damage and hull capacity. Now, this one here is the console that came with this ship. It's called Enhanced Aceton Field Generator, which absorbs enemy damage and gives extra damage resistance. And then when it fills up its reservoir, I guess, it releases a shockwave that does radiation damage. So that's pretty cool. My shields, warp, impulse, and deflector are all from the Discovery Legends reputation. I don't know if I already said that. And then the Solanae secondary deflector dish is my secondary deflector, just because it's the only one I have that's not a generic one, and it increases shields siphon. So, for certain bridge officer abilities. So, let's get to it. Change a couple of these real quick. Yeah, something's wrong with this loadout. It's like it's got the things all locked up here. But nonetheless, I'll probably be able to win anyway. So, let's bring in some enemies. And get right to it. And let's get the Aceton mode going so that I can absorb energy from all of these dorks and kick their butts. And we'll get some backup from the Klingons. This weapon is actually pretty good. I'm surprised. All the weapons that I got here are doing pretty well. Well, thanks to the Klingons, of course. Come on now, why isn't this guy dying? There we go. Alright. So, the ship is not that powerful because it is a science ship. However, it's got an okay amount of, survivability. Because science ships generally have better shields. And then, of course, it's got this really good temporal mechanic, which does extra damage if you pay attention to it. But, yeah, overall, pretty good ship. I wouldn't go out of my way to buy it, actually. Voth ships are pretty good, but not fantastic unless you're completing a set with its console here, which is part of a 3-part set, actually. Right there. Voth Cloak Technologies. So, I might do that. But other than that, it wouldn't really be worth buying. So, but it still looks really cool, and it has that really cool back with the engines on there. Really cool. Anyway, that's all for this one. We'll see you on the next one. Bye-bye. Or enjoy.